Hello people! Today we're gonna make oven roasted veggies, my way. And for that we need all kinds of veggies, mushrooms, onions, garlic, red chili pepper, eggplants, carrots, some small tomatoes, more peppers, and this is called salsa. This is very important for the marinade. It's basically a mix of pepper and tomato paste. I think I talked about this in the first video, so check it out. Other than that, we need olive oil also for the marinade, and some cumin, pepper, and paprika powder. Okay, let's start. This is super easy, but you're gonna make a lot of people happy just having this as a side or even main dish if you're just living by yourself. I'm starting with the eggplants. So, and all the veggies, you just cut them and first put them in a tray like this. So, what you can do sometimes, like to have this type of pattern, you can peel parts of the eggplant. Also helps with the taste later on. And then cut it in half. And then you want to have like bigger bits. At least that's what I prefer. So, and you put all the veggies, you cut them and put them all into the tray first, because the marinade is the last step. Second one. So, and now it's time for some onions. I mean, some people prefer to cut the onions at last, so they don't start crying. Well, I'm into that, so here are the 2 onions, and also everything like I would recommend everything to be a little bit bigger. And now it's time for the mushrooms. Also, keep in mind that mushrooms really shrink in the oven pretty quickly. So you really want to quarter them or even halven them depending on what size, like how big your mushrooms are. Those are pretty big, so I cut them in quarters. The tray might look full already, but believe me, they're all gonna shrink. And now time for some carrots. What a glorious sound. The orchestra of carrots. Boom. I'm gonna be really nice to the people who should try this and just put half of it and not the end, because where you see the seeds, this is the very spicy area. And the rest goes in. Something to keep in mind for people who are wearing contacts. If you're working with chili pepper and you're not wearing any gloves, don't you dare putting your contacts in. It will scar you for life. Mark, are
you speaking from experience?
I am speaking from experience, and that day changed my eyes and vision. Yeah, vision. That one. These peppers are like something between, it's like a bell pepper, it doesn't look like a bell pepper, it's not as sweet as a bell pepper, it's not spicy, so it's in a neutral zone. This is how I can describe them. And here you can keep the seeds because they're not spicy. Alrighty, time for those sweet tomatoes. I just cut them in half because they're already pretty small. Okay, now it's time for garlic. You'll be surprised. I love garlic, so I'm putting a lot of them. Some of them I keep as a whole clove. And some of them I just cut in half, still big. And 1 or 2 cloves I will chop a little bit tinier and sprinkle them around. All over. Woo! And 1 got away, as I said, chopping. If you are going on a date, I would not recommend this unless you invite your date over and the 2 of you can both eat this, and then you can't even tell who is more garlic breath. So, okay, this one we're gonna cut in like little pieces and sprinkle them all over the tray. You know, we still have some potatoes. Why am I putting one of the biggest ingredients at last? For one reason, because I don't know, for me, most of the other ingredients are like more delicious. So I'm trying to see whether the tray is already full with them, and the rest I can fill with however, like how many potatoes are fitting in there. Like it doesn't really matter. So the potatoes are washed and peeled, and now we're gonna slice them. Into, I don't know if you can see this, but like pieces like this. Sometimes like I cut them in half, whatever feels natural to you. There is no written rule on how to make, like on how big you want things or how you want to, you know, slice them. So, as you can see, our tray is full of veggies, goodies for your tummy tum. And now we want to marinate it, bring it like some more taste. And for that, as I said in the beginning, we're gonna use the pepper/paprika paste. Pepper tomato paste. We put it in like, and you could, as I said, if you don't find this product, you could use any like tomato paste, pepper paste, whatever you feel, whatever you like. And you mix it with olive oil. I have 2 bottles here because this one is already almost empty. You don't want to waste anything, so let's wait here for an hour. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to whisk it with some water. Not too much because mushrooms and tomatoes, like most of the veggies, have water themselves, and you don't want it to be too watery. And while we do this, it's important to preheat the oven. So yeah, 170 degrees Celsius, lower and upper heat. Be careful with the salt that we're gonna add in a bit, because your pepper paste, tomato paste, whatever paste might already be very salty. Cumin. Black pepper. And some pepper powder. Paprika powder. You want to add water and oil, so as long as this is still like thick like this, it won't really like help you. You want it to be a little bit fluidier than this, more fluid than this. So for this, it might be a mix of oil and water. Yeah, you keep doing this until you find your perfect consistency of it being like, actually like this. And now we want to add some salt, but as I said, not too much. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And we want to spread it all around the tray, all over the tray. Try to spread it evenly. And as I don't want to waste any of this, I will take some water. Like this. And some goodies here. You can do two things. You can either use some gloves or wash your hands and spread around with your hands, or I'm gonna try the first half maybe with the spatula and see how it goes, because the tray is kind of full. Whoop. Believe it or not, I'm usually risking this always with this amount of.
Seriously?
Yes, always. Here it is. It's all mixed up, and we're gonna put this in the oven for like an hour, but depends on like what setting your oven is on. So yeah, as an advice, how do you know if the veggies are done? I would, like, after 35 minutes, I would check the potatoes and see how long they will still need, because it really depends on the potatoes, and if they're done, everything else will be done. Yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, we're done here. Let's see how the veggies are doing. Wow, that smells gorgeous. So while this was in the oven, what I did is like to stir it once or twice, like after 25 minutes for the first time, and then another time after like another 15 minutes. Ooh, look at this. This looks really good. This is how it's supposed to look. So let's plate it up. Okay, guys. Let's have food together. So yeah, the tea is boiling, and I want my team to come and join me for some good veggies and some good black tea. Whoops! Come around, guys, join me. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and I hope you're gonna make some people happy with delicious oven roasted veggies, and see you whenever. Gut.
What do you think, Flo?
Sehr gut.